What's good with the people, man? Hey, you know what I'm talking about? How y'all doing this morning, man? On this Testimony Thursday, you know what I'm talking about? I guess, bro, feel a little bit better. Not really, though, but what's good with the people, though? You know what I'm talking about? What's good people like hee hee ha ha, you know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, you know what I'm talking about? All my folks incarcerated, bro. All my folks on the bottom of the game, all my folks on top of that thing, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna say always, and I mean always brush your face when you on TV, boy. You know what I'm talking about? All my folks incarcerated, man. Ones I talk to, the ones I don't, just all my folks that kept it solid that's incarcerated, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your head up, keep pushing, man. We gonna get through it to get to it. Coffee Chronicles. Classic roast, you know what I'm talking about? Swing that finger, you know what I mean? Worldwide, you know what I'm talking about? Indugu, Fresh, Mike, you know what I'm talking about? Lil Rude, not Lil Rude, Lil Rude, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player. That's who comes next, you know what I'm talking about? Same thing, man. All my folks on the bottom of that game, all my folks on the top of that thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your head up, bro. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, you know what I'm talking about? Let's get through these disclaimers. Now, a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no drug usage. I don't promote no drug sellage. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippage. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off them people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No negativity. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't what I do. Me, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? Let me tell you a little secret. Me, you know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you gonna do with your time, man. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you find the right thing to do with it, though. We don't know how much we give people. You know what I'm talking about? But me, I ain't prejudiced. No, me, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. Me, I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? Me, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? Me, you know what I'm talking about? I love everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. You know, I like how I do that. And that love. You know what I'm talking about? Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on, baby. Fuck with your partner. Hey, y'all check it out, man. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? How y'all doing this morning, man, on this Testimony Thursday? You know what I'm talking about? And hold on, before I get into this, I ain't talking about you niggas that's finna go to court this morning and tell on somebody. That ain't the testimony I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? No, that ain't him. That ain't the one. You know what I'm talking about? This Testimony Thursday, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because really, we all walking testimonies. You feel me? Just as a group, you know what I'm talking about? Us as a group, you know what I'm talking about? We sure been going through some shit for a while, ain't we? You know what I'm talking about? We strong though, man. As a people, we strong. That's what they really be scared of. We some strong motherfuckers, ain't we? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who ain't got no cleaning utensils, but firepower. Shout out to everybody who ain't got no cleaning utensils, but it still mop the floor with your ass. Swiffer. You know what I'm talking about? I see you. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? But how y'all doing, man? Like I say, man, these the beginning of this month, December, man. You know what I'm talking about? Usually be fun. Ain't really so much no more. You know what I'm talking about? Had some tragic shit happen. You know what I'm talking about? But today, Testimony Thursday. You know what I'm talking about? Because we all walking testimonies, bruh. We are. And like, even when I used to be in jail right now, I ain't say, man, I ain't no motherfucking philosopher or like I say, I ain't the most conscious man. I'm just me, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Ever since I've been living, bruh, I had the knack to be my own man. You know what I'm talking about? I want niggas that, if everybody doing something, I don't want to do it just for that reason right there. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Call it what you want to, but that's me. You know what I'm talking about? But like I say, man, even when I used to be in jail and shit, bruh, and like I used to see the little youngsters, because I went from motherfuckers calling me, hey, youngster, you know what I'm talking about? The AOG, you know what I'm talking about? That was my stint in prison, you know what I'm talking about? I went from a youngster to an OG. You know what I'm talking about? That shit was just weird, man. You go from being called a youngster to the youngsters calling you OG. Cause like I'm gonna tell you, man, ever since I've been going to jail, that's been one of my worst fears, like in my life, bruh. And that was to be an old man in jail. You know what I mean? I'm tired of seeing some shit, y'all. I'm telling you, I done seen motherfuckers outlive their support system. You feel me? And that shit just always been like I'm terrified of that shit. Because I'm telling you, jail is the next thing. Jail is being dead on earth. That's the next thing, bruh. Jail is the closest thing to death. You know what I'm talking about? You can get to. I promise you. But like I said, even when I was up in there, man, you used to see the youngsters and shit. And motherfuckers used to always tell me shit like, bro, you should be a counselor or something. And I ain't never wanted to be no goddamn counselor. None of that shit, bro. I just don't want to be responsible for telling nobody the wrong shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because all I know is basically how to live my life, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Now, say, it's just hypothetical. Like, say a nigga was stealing cars or something and he was getting rich by stealing cars or something. That ain't no good information to pass on to no goddamn youngster, bro. You feel me? You been told that just because you good at stealing cars or something, you know what I'm talking about? You been to pass that bullshit information on to the youngster and got him, you know what I'm talking about? 22 years and shit. Like, that ain't no good information, bro. So I just never wanted to be responsible for telling nobody nothing, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's best for you. I just don't, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm still trying to find out what's best for me. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, this is Testimony Thursday, man. I'm just hoping, man, when I come up here, you know what I'm talking about, we get back to the stories and shit, you know what I'm talking about? But I just hope that I can help somebody through the stuff that I done went through, man. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to tell you, if you're on the wrong side of the law, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm talking about? Because if you're on the wrong side of the law, you just got to remember this. People is getting paid to catch you. You know what I'm talking about? It's somebody's job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that shit the OGs used to tell us back in the day, man. Man, the police ain't doing nothing but doing their job. You know what I'm talking about? Stop being their job. You know what I'm talking about? That's what the OGs used to tell us back in Rita. But yeah, man, Testimony Thursday. Because like I said, we all walking testimonies, man. So I hope when I come up here, man, and I say the little shit I say, because I ain't, man, like I say, I'm not trying to tell y'all nothing. Please, like, I just throw shit out there, man. If you could use it, man. But I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what not to do. You know what I'm saying? All I try to tell you is just think for yourself, man. Don't be so eager into liking people, and that's the reason you follow them, bruh. It's like I've been saying forever, bruh. The best game you'll ever have is common sense. You know what I'm talking about? That's the best game you'll ever have. Because common sense will show you when the game being played. You know what I'm talking about? When they trying to run that long con. You know what I'm talking about? For real. Common sense will show you. But there's so much information on the world because these phones and the social media, just the way the world is now. You could like somebody, bruh, and they still be giving you the wrong information like a motherfucker. Now, everything they say ain't wrong, you know what I mean? But like, just because you like them, you would just, that'll become your Bible. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't no good shit, bruh. Just process shit in your head the way, you know what I'm talking about, would work for you, would don't. It's like a lot of shit just don't make no sense. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like they just trying to create a narrative or something. I don't know. Like, it just don't make no sense. Like, I be hearing motherfuckers now. This is the shit that don't make no sense to me. You get what I'm saying? You got a motherfucker that say, tell a youngster some shit now. If you a youngster, man, you shouldn't be even worried about, I'm not saying don't fuck. I'm talking about sis and the young sisters and niggas. Like, your whole focus shouldn't be no bitch or no nigga when you young, bruh. It should just be about getting as much information you can to prepare for your life to come. You know what I mean? It should be about gathering information and putting yourself in the good. You shouldn't be no youngster talking to me. I ain't gonna say you shouldn't, man. I don't know what you should do, but like, you shouldn't be focused on just this and no bitch and no nigga. That shouldn't be the motherfucking just the end all in, however you say that shit in your life, bruh. It shouldn't be no bitch, bruh, and sis, it shouldn't be no nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if you meet somebody and it just, you know what I mean? You meet somebody and it just happened like that, that's cool. But like, your focus shouldn't be waking up in the morning to go find no bitch. Your focus shouldn't be waking up in the morning to go try to find no nigga. You know what I'm talking about? It just shouldn't. But like you'll hear somebody say some shit like a bitch got 9 baby daddies and 9 kids. Now say all that's true, man. Would have also the bitch got $9 million. You know what I'm talking about? And she trying to put that $9 million towards some shit that you want to do, bruh. All them kids and them baby daddies, that shit ain't gonna matter at that time. You know what I'm talking about, bruh? Like, you will miss something like that. They will put in your head, like, I don't know, whatever the shit they saying. Like, all of a sudden, a bitch with more baby daddies or kids, all of a sudden, like, that bitch just can't help you or something like that. You don't know, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? It's just the people, man. Run across who you run across, bruh. If they could help you grow, nigga, get big. You know what I'm talking about? If they can't, nigga, get on. You know what I'm talking about, bruh? It's just simple. It's simple, but like, don't get caught up in just no blanket shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because they'll put an idea in your head, and then you will be judging shit off that idea. You know what I'm talking about? That's just like if somebody say, don't fuck with people with moles. You know what I'm talking about? Like people with moles still or something. So now every motherfucker you see with a mole, you already got this idea in your head. You know what I'm talking about? What people with moles do. You know what I'm talking about? Man, just get around the people, man. Engage the people. You know what I'm talking about? With your own measuring stick, bruh. Don't let nobody tell you what's good for you and what's not good for you. Because if you listen to somebody, bruh, they going to come up with some valid points. You might be like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? But that should just be hypothetical, man. You know what I'm talking about? Until you run across a bitch with 30 baby daddies and 30 kids, you know what I'm talking about? And 30 million. To see if them baby daddies and them babies going to mean something near them, bruh. That shit, that shit ain't going to mean nothing. You know what I'm talking about? The only 30 you heard was that million. You know what I'm talking about? So don't get caught up in that shit, man. Just people. It's just people, bruh. It's who work for you and who don't work for you, man. You know what I'm talking about? But only you can make that decision. You know what I'm talking about? But like I say, man, we all walking testimonies. You know what I mean? And I just hope I can help somebody with these little stories and shit I be telling. You know what I'm talking about? The shit I done went through. You know what I'm talking about? This is just life, bruh. It's just life. So I hope y'all could take something from this shit, man. That could help y'all. You know what I'm talking about? And y'all don't have to go through nearly the shit I went through. You know what I'm talking about? But Testimony Thursday, man, we all walking testimonies. You know what I'm talking about? And once again, I ain't talking about you niggas that's finna go to court this morning and tell on somebody. You know what I'm talking about? Them type of testimonies we don't need in the community. You know what I'm talking about? That's the type of shit I'm talking about, man. Because I'm telling you, man, this shit backwards, don't fall for it, man. Because people just put on different costumes when depending on what party they going to. You know what I'm talking about, man? Yeah, like I'm saying, you have a motherfucker on here telling you don't do this and do that, and you see them at the strip club, bruh. Like, come on, man. Don't get caught up by that shit, bruh. Get caught up in your own life. You know what I'm talking about? What works for you. What works for you, though. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be trying to rationalize shit and squeeze some shit that you don't need in your life, but you trying to tell everybody this is what you need. You know what I'm talking about? Because only you know what you need, bruh. So you could put on the charade or you could do anything, bro. But when all this Instagram and shit cut off, man, you still stuck there with yourself. You know what I mean? And that's when the life starts. You know what I'm talking about? When the camera goes off, life starts. You know what I'm talking about? So don't get caught up in living for the camera. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Don't get caught up in that shit. But just do your best, man, to stay out of trouble. And I guess that's one of my testimonies right there, man. Do your best to stay out of trouble, y'all, because like I'm here right now by the grace of God. That's why I be getting up hella early, working out. What you call that shit? Meditating, just talking to God. You know, I'm talking about going over shit I need to do, shit I need to change. Y'all see baby cuz light then went off. I don't know what the fuck done happened, right? But I ain't even finna worry about it. How baby cuz look in the dark, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't finna worry about that shit. I'm finna get on up out of here anyway. You know what I'm talking about? But I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Light and caught me by surprise. You know what I'm talking about? But I love y'all, man. But like I say, oh, that's what I was finna say. That's one of my testimonies. You know what I'm talking about right there, bruh. I don't know what the fuck didn't happen, y'all. There we go. You know what I'm talking about? One of my testimonies, y'all, you know what I'm talking about, was Brian, I've been through so much shit in my life and I'm still here, bruh. I done been through some of the roughest cases, you know what I'm talking about, fighting for my life. You know what I'm talking about? I just done been through some shit, y'all. So a bunch of shit that I ain't even have to go through. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't have to go through none of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? So I hope y'all make some better decisions than I did. But I got through that shit, man. You know what I'm talking about, with my soul intact. You know what I'm talking about, and I'm here. So, man, I'm 44, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? And it's been a long road. You know what I'm talking about? But like I said, I walked every step as a man. You know what I'm talking about? Been a long road. You know what I'm talking about? Remember that road your mama and them used to talk about? They used to have to walk barefoot to school too. You know what I'm talking about? 9 miles and shit, man. I done surpassed that one, y'all. I'm telling you, man. I had a long walk. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm here, man. And Testimony Thursday, and just, I guess that's one of my testimonies, bro. I'm still here. You know what I'm talking about, man? So, like, no matter how bad life look and all that shit, bro, the key of life always gonna be how much belief you got in yourself, bro. That's gonna be the key to life. How much belief that you believe what you can do in life. You know what I'm talking about? Because we all believe in ourselves, bro, but we'll just believe we could do some stupid shit. You know what I'm talking about? I believe I can snatch these sneakers and run out of Foot Locker. You know what I'm talking about? You got all the faith in the world in yourself when it comes to some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? You got to have the same amount of faith, man, when it just come to being on the other side of the law. You know what I'm talking about, man? For real. But this is Testimony Thursday. We all got it, man. I love y'all. You know what I mean? I just hope we can come together better. You know what I'm talking about? Start treating each other a little bit better. You know what I'm talking about? And if you don't remember nothing else, you know what I'm talking about? Always remember, it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of love.